was beautiful and fascinating. Like that opening scene with the rainbow galaxy, water, lava, gorgeous, stunning. I was just like, oh my goodness. And I think that the music paired really, really beautifully. The effects and the CGI or animation, I guess it's more CGI, was creepy and beautiful. And you could tell that there was so much detail and talent and work that went into it. I just really loved the vision here. I loved the storyline, and it just felt so esoteric and otherworldly.
The piece really worked well. There was a quality to the animation, even though I recall seeing a message at the end that this wasn't the final form of the concept. It definitely worked well visually and thematically. I thought it had a sort of creation theory vibe going on with it, a very sort of cosmic energy mixed with what would be a kind of old school fantasy vibe with those dragons, I believe. And I think it's a really interesting mix between what is like sort of a folktale conceit or a First Peoples type of ancient story mixed with a sort of a high-minded cosmic sci-fi modern twist to it. So I thought it ended up working well on sort of trying to blend a very natural backdrop with a sort of cosmic spiritual backdrop and to tell what appears to be a creation story or a variation of it. So I thought it worked well in that sense, thematically and both stylistically. The opening looks a lot like the Northern Lights. I think there was a lot of just really cool sort of astrology, star-based imagery that I thought worked quite well in the piece. As well in the music, I thought really contributed to the overall mood and tone, excuse me, in a way that I thought really ended up elevating.
Wow, the CGI is simply gorgeous. I love the flowing surfaces like glowing liquid. So many striking images, such as slithering snakes, flying dragons, and psychedelic flowers opening up. And the floating CGI human with tendons showing was so incredibly detailed. I also love the haunting vocals. The slapping rhythmic beat also worked well with the fast-paced movement of the graphics. It was also interesting seeing the end notes for future technical plans.
Almost feels like a creation story. And visually, it kind of reminded me of a video game, like in the best way. The CGI was really, really well done. I really like the various colors, the blues, the purples, and the greens, and kind of the emphasis on water being life and kind of how life is born in this video. I'm thinking about like the flowers, and I really appreciated also like the snakes and the very like loose, flowing structure of just everything in that world. I thought that was so well done.
I thought it was really, really fluid, and like I said, it was just really beautiful. It was really like ethereal, and it had this beautiful way that it kind of ebbed and flowed and evolved from this kind of central point, and then it evolved out from there and, kind of took a solid shape and, even grew from there, from the flower to the snakes, and then evolved again. And like I said, it was just this kind of beautiful progression of this ebb and flow and evolution.
The background is a nice, interesting composition of a nice series of shots that all together they give us this fluid experience with these men, these majestic men coming from underneath and then going high. And then at the same time we have all these snakes and all these things around. I think it was it's powerful shot. It's a powerful shot because you need to see, you need to understand it, and you need to really. When you watch this short, it really is, I think, very subjective, the story of somebody coming from underneath and going high, so maybe becoming something more.
This is a very high quality animation film, and they have great special effects and a very realistic texture for specifically water. That's, I think, one of the most difficult textures to get right in animation. And also the snake's skin was also very touchy. I could feel it touching that snake with that texture. It was very well accomplished. I also love the use of their fantastic concepts, such as the dragons and the bright colors, just pinpointing some specific parts or factors in elements on the whole thing, and how this is happening in the water, but it turns out to be the sky. It is just very magical.